So I like to try to bring interviews to you. For the first time, we're going out to multiple streams as well. So I'd like to welcome everyone from Casco's Appalachian Research Collective, the group on Facebook, thank you. CPI, Central Pennsylvania Investigators on Facebook and YouTube as well as Twitch. Thank you everyone for tuning in, and whoever tunes in as you go. Here with me, I'm fortunate to have Eric Altman, who is a Bigfoot researcher, paranormal enthusiast. Also, he has a podcast. He also does lectures. He organizes camping adventures. He's in charge of the Pennsylvania Bigfoot Society. And, sorry, I know I'm cheating here. He has a podcast. The podcast, I believe, is Sasquatch Out of the Shadows, correct?
No.
No?
Beyond the Edge Radio.
Beyond the Edge Radio, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I got that information incorrectly. My apologies there.
No worries.
But he's here, and it's quite a treat for me to have him. He's someone I've looked up to in the research I've been able to do so far, which is rather limited, especially on Bigfoot. Can you tell us a little bit of some of the things you've accomplished and done?
I've been investigating the phenomenon itself for 40 years now. In the field investigating cases and actually hitting the boots to the ground and going out and doing nighttime observations, outings, almost weekly outings in the forest now for 23 years.
Mm-hmm.
I've investigated hundreds of cases all throughout Pennsylvania, New York, Maryland, West Virginia, Ohio, Southern Ohio. So I've been around for a while doing this. As you mentioned, I have a podcast that I've hosted for over 10 years. I've organized countless Bigfoot conferences and events, the most recent being the Pennsylvania Bigfoot Camping Adventure. I've been featured in countless TV shows, documentary films, newspaper articles, books. So I've been at this a while, and it's a really cool hobby.
Well, it is indeed very cool. When's the next Bigfoot camping thing for next year?
That's going to kill the audio.
What?
I think that's going to go over the audio.
Oh.
I mean, I can hear you, but they're up there with you.
Well, that does make sense. Anybody watching? Can you tell if anybody's watching?
If it's me, no, probably not.
Oh, I don't see anybody.
Oh, there we go.
Well, it's
that Eric Altman guy. Turn it off.
Quit it. You want me to stop it?
No, let's go a little bit longer anyway.
Okay, go ahead.
Take a chance, see what happens. You can hear it? You're watching it? Okay.
Okay, keep going.
All right.
I think the band's more entertaining than us.
They could be more entertaining. The song sounds pretty good, actually.
Not bad, not bad.
But when's your next year? You gonna do that camping thing again as well?
Well, we're going to do the Pennsylvania Bigfoot Camping Adventure again, but it won't be in 2021. The coronavirus, unfortunately, put a big dent on a lot of things, and we're not sure when our state's going to allow us to do something like this again. So we're going to put it off for a couple of years until everybody's healthy, the virus is gone, and we feel confident enough to have an outdoor event. So probably 2022, 2023, something like that.
Should be a good event. Any idea where you might go?
We're probably going to keep it in southwestern Pennsylvania. We've had a really good response, and it's a very active area for sightings, and it's been a hot spot for decades. So we had a good turnout in 2019. We had over 1,000 people show up for the event, 3-day weekend event.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and it continues to grow and it gets bigger, but we're probably going to keep it where it's at because it's near a big city, and people seem to know the area and they're familiar with the area. So that's our plan.
Is that the main area you investigate, southwestern Pennsylvania?
That's where I'm from, so, and with the good concentrated number of sightings in that area, that's where we tend to stick to. It's my home territory. But I've been all over the state. I spent a lot of time when I first started this up in northeast PA, up near Towanda, Wyalusing, Wysox, that area up in near the Poconos, in the New York state line. I've done some research in central Pennsylvania, Clearfield County especially. That's a really active area, and it continues to be so.
Clearfield County?
Oh yeah.
That's not too far for us. Can I ask roughly what area? Can you tell me roughly what area in Clearfield?
The Rockton Mountain.
The what?
Rockton Mountain.
Rockton Mountain.
It's between Du Bois and Clearfield.
Okay.
And there's been a lot of activity over the years, sightings, audio encounters, just a whole lot of stuff going on up there. Eyewitness reports, so Rocky Mountain's a good place to check out.
Well, what we did recently, I actually bought a cheap stereo receiver that's Bluetooth compatible from, of all places, Wish. And I took 2 speakers to it, and I broadcast it out at, I did that in Allegheny National Forest. Do you think that'd be a good thing to try in Rockton?
Might work. There's so much we don't know about the creature. So many things. It's really a trial and error kind of thing. You got to test and see what works and what doesn't work, and you'll find out what works best for you in certain areas, certain places. So I just tell everybody, try it and see what happens.
So what might work in one area might not work as well in another area.
Yeah, because you may be dealing, if there are creatures there, you might be dealing with a different family or clan of creatures. So they may not be used to hearing a different type of call that you're playing in a different area. So try and see what works.
Okay. That's something we'll have to do. How long have you come out here to Alphatwitch?
This is actually my first year here at Alphatwitch. I was scheduled to speak a few years ago, but I wasn't able to make it. So it's my first year here, but I've spoken and lectured here in Columbia several times before. Okay. So I'm familiar with Rick Fisher, who runs and organizes the event. He's a good friend of mine. And I've spoken to the Paranormal Museum. And back in early 2000s, late 1990s, he held a paranormal event over in Gettysburg. Okay. So I would come out to Gettysburg and lecture for him at those events on an annual basis.
Gettysburg's a great city. That's where I started. I started my research and stuff into paranormal, really.
Nice.
I was on that for 15 years.
Cool. Very cool.
Yeah. So, and I branched off into this.
A lot of paranormal researchers do.
Well, plus you already have a lot of equipment. A lot of the equipment can be used both places.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's very handy.
Certainly.
Actually, thanks to Jim and Pam, who are here behind the camera, who played a key role in me starting the Bigfooting as well. All right, well, can you tell us about your podcast so we can help you there?
Well, the podcast is actually on hiatus right now. I did the podcast starting in 2007, and I kind of brought it to a conclusion, to a hiatus in about 2019. And it's been about 10 years running. We covered a variety of topics from paranormal to cryptozoology, ufology, metaphysical, conspiracy theories, serial killers. So we had a wide variety of topics.
That's cool.
Some of the biggest names in all the fields. We've had Rosemary Ellen Guiley on, we've had Dr. Jeff Meldrum on, John Zappas on, Cliff Barrettman from Finding Bigfoot. So, I mean, we've had some big name UFO researchers on as well. Travis Walton, is the name one. We've had Stanton Friedman on the show several times.
He's awesome.
Yeah, so we've gained a rapport with a lot of people over the years, and they come back on the show so often that we're doing it. But we took a hiatus so I could concentrate more on field research, getting back outdoors.
That's awesome. Well, anything else you have to add? I don't think I have too much else to add, really.
Well, just keep doing what you're doing. As long as you're having fun at what you're doing and enjoying it, that's what counts. And always keep an open mind, but remember to remain objective.
Well,
yeah, exactly. Remain skeptical, because not everything you hear, see, or experience is Bigfoot. There's usually a rational explanation for it. So always keep your skepticals on, if you will, but still keep an open mind, because you may just hear a Bigfoot out there. You never know.
That is absolutely true. And I agree with you. We take the alternative explanation, or we take that view, not the view, very seriously. We don't believe in jumping. I do know some people, unfortunately, I'm not going to say who, that do jump to everything's Bigfoot.
Right.
And that's okay. But that's not the point of view that I want us to go.
Well, if you want any kind of credibility, if you want to gain a reputation as being a legitimate research organization or group, you have to remain skeptical, you have to remain objective in your research, and not necessarily debunking everything, but you've got to rule out all the natural possibilities, Mother Nature, animals, people, rule that out first, and then if you come to a conclusion that you can't explain, that's when you present it as unexplainable rather than a Bigfoot, because we simply don't know at this point. Unless you physically see the Bigfoot do what it did, you can't honestly say it was a Bigfoot.
That is true. It will be technically undiscovered.
Right.
Or unknown.
Exactly.
Absolutely. I like your view on that.
I've been doing this for, like I said, 23 years in the field, and you learn a lot as you go. And you guys have been, been doing this for a while now, so you'll learn as you go and as you experience more things, and you'll get experience and know what to do, what not to do, and how to react in certain situations.
Yeah, trial and error, and you make a mistake here and there along the way, and but you learn from mistakes, and,
Exactly.
And everything is trial and error in this regard. Pretty much.
Because there are no experts, nobody really truly has the true answers. So you just got to keep going at it, plugging at it, get the best information you can, the best evidence you can collect, and just keep plugging away.
All right. Well, that sounds great.
Cool.
Anything else you have by chance? Anything else you want to plug? Author, book?
I haven't written anything yet, although I've been harassed for years to write books. I'm just not an author.
Okay.
I do the public speaking and the lecturing, so that's me presenting the information that I've collected over the years, sightings and whatnot. So I invite people to come out, if I'm around the area to speak and lecture, come out and hear me.
Do you have any upcoming appearances?
Today, actually.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, at 3 o'clock, I'll be speaking here at the Albert Festival.
I forgot, yes. Not a brain fart on my part, but yeah, he's going to be speaking in about an hour here at Albert Twitch in Columbia, PA. So if you're in South Central PA, come on out and hear his presentation. How about next weeks, months, couple months?
Well, with COVID going on right now, a lot of the events have shut down or rescheduled or canceled. So my next event I'm scheduled at is in Lancaster in February for the Phenomenology event, Phenom 2020. I'll be lecturing there. And then a lot of the events that were scheduled for this year got rescheduled for next year, so I'm still booking things and rescheduling things now. So I'm all over the state. I speak usually about 10 to 15 times a year.
That's awesome. I appreciate your time.
Oh, you're very welcome.
Thank you, Eric.
You're quite welcome. Thanks for watching.
Thank you.